Hello and welcome to History Buff. In this video we will be discussing one of the most controversial figures in World War II, the Emperor Hirohito. Hirohito was the Emperor of Japan during World War II, and his actions have been debated ever since the end of the war. Many view him as a villain, responsible for the atrocities committed by the Japanese army during the war. So in this video, we will explore the Emperor Hirohito's life, his role in World War II, and ultimately the answer to the question whether he was a villain or not. Emperor Hirohito was born on the 29th of April 1901 in Tokyo, Japan. He was the 124th Emperor of Japan and the longest reigning monarch in Japanese history. Hirohito ascended to the throne in 1926 after the death of his father, Emperor Taisho. He ruled Japan during the most turbulent period in the country's history, which included the Great Depression, militarism, and the Second Sino-Japanese War. Emperor Hirohito played a significant role in Japan's actions during World War II. He was viewed as a divine figure by the Japanese people, and his word was law. The emperor was responsible for approving the military plans, and many argue that he could have stopped the war from escalating. However, Hirohito never intervened, and Japan continued to wage war. One of the most controversial events of Hirohito's reign was the rape of Nanking. In 1937, Japanese forces captured the Chinese city of Nanking and proceeded to commit atrocities against the Chinese people. Estimates of the death toll vary, but it is believed that between 40 to 300,000 Chinese people were killed. While there is no evidence to support that Hirohito ordered the attack, many argue that he had the power to stop it but chose not to. Another infamous event that is often associated with Hirohito is the bombing of Pearl Harbor. On the 7th of December 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the US Navy base in Hawaii, killing over 2,400 Americans. This was the attack that prompted the US to enter World War II, and many view it as a turning point in the war. While Hirohito did not directly order the attack, he was aware of the military's plans and did not attempt to stop them. After Japan's surrender in 1945, Hirohito's role in the war was called into question. The Allied powers wanted to hold him accountable for Japan's actions, but ultimately they decided not to prosecute him. Instead, they used Hirohito as a figurehead to help rebuild Japan. Following this, Hirohito remained emperor until his death in 1989. He never spoke publicly about his role in the war, and many Japanese people still view him as a symbol of the country's identity. However, his actions during the war continued to be debated, and many people believe that he should have done more to stop the atrocities committed by the Japanese military. Was Emperor Hirohito a villain? This is difficult to say. While he did not directly order the war crimes committed by the Japanese military, he did have the power to stop them, but did not. However, it's important to remember that Hirohito was a product of his time and culture. He was brought up to believe in the divine nature of the emperor, and his role in Japanese society was deeply ingrained. Ultimately, whether Hirohito was a villain or not is a matter of perspective. What is important is that we continue to remember the events of World War II and learn from them to ensure that such atrocities never happen again. It's also worth noting that Hirohito's legacy is complex. On one hand, he oversaw Japan's aggressive military expansion and was responsible for countless deaths. And on the other hand, he played a crucial role in the post-war rebuilding of Japan and helped to bring stability to the country during a time of great uncertainty. Regardless of how we view Hirohito, it's important to remember that he was just one figure in a complex web of events and factors that led to World War II. On review, Emperor Hirohito was a controversial figure who played a significant role in World War II. While his actions during the war continue to be debated, it's clear that he had the power to stop the war crimes and atrocities committed by the Japanese military, but did nothing to prevent them. Although not confirmed, recent reports show that although his actions were extremely lacking, he expressed remorse for the crimes committed by the Japanese army during World War II. However, this is of course little compensation for those that suffered and lost family during this time. Thank you for watching History Buff. Please remember to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to be reminded of any future uploads from the channel.